Hello everyone, today we are breaking down the promo pictures for Episode 4, Season 2 of House of the Dragon. But before that, remember to like the video, helps out the channel a lot, and subscribe, and yada yada yada, let's get to it. The first picture we have is of Criston Cole and Gwaine Hightower. Criston Cole has been making a mess of the Crownlands. House Darkland, Rosby, and Staunton all declared for Rhaenyra. So Criston Cole and his force have been going to each seat, getting them to change their minds and to support Aegon and the Greens. Anyone who decided to stay loyal to Rhaenyra would lose their heads, so many bent the knee and swore fealty to Aegon. And once they swore allegiance, the house joined Criston Cole's force and made their way to the next house. So Criston is basically adding to his army every time he defeats a house. First, he defeated House Rosby. Then he defeated House Darkland, and now he has his eyes set on House Staunton, their seat being Rook's Rest. This will be the big battle we see this season. We finally get to see some dragons versus dragons here. In this picture, we see Gwaine and Criston looking up, so most likely the Blacks have come to help their ally, and they have brought their dragons, which is a terrifying thing to see when you're on the other side. The next set of stills we see is Daemon pointing his sword, Dark Sister, at somebody. Dark Sister is a Valyrian steel blade. Daemon is most likely pointing it at Alys Rivers, since Alys was the one who witnessed Daemon having a vision, then declared that he would die here at Harrenhal. So Daemon was freaked out about the vision he had. It was weird, and he believes this woman may have something to do with it, or maybe she knows why it happened. Alys Rivers has worked in the castle all her life and knows the secrets about it. Many people believe she is a woods witch as well. It is said she has visions when staring into the flames and into cloudy skies. So if anyone is going to know why Daemon is having these visions, it's going to be her. We already know from the Episode 4 preview that Daemon has another vision of him in the throne room. It is hard to say if this is after he confronts Alys or not, because if this is after, maybe Alys can somewhat guide him through these visions and help him make sense of them. Also, a small tidbit for you, many people believe Alys is the bastard daughter of Lionel Strong, former Hand of the King. In the next set of stills, we see Rhaenyra returning from King's Landing, after failing to try and make an arrangement with Alicent to end the war without bloodshed. It seems that somebody has caught her returning and are probably mad about it. I've seen some people linking this picture of Jacaerys and Baela catching Rhaenyra returning, but if you look at the background, they are on the same side, so these pictures do not correlate. It could be of this one of Rhaenys and Corlys, because Corlys does look annoyed in this picture. If Rhaenyra was captured or killed while she was in King's Landing, then all of this bloodshed, Lucerys' death, the former heir to Driftmark, which is a big deal for Corlys, he mentions it a lot, would have been for nothing. It doesn't really matter who is scolding her, but this is most likely what they are saying, that she can't be so reckless, she is too important. The next set of photos is of Corlys and Rhaenys, if they are standing across from Baela and Jacaerys, instead of Rhaenyra. They most likely know about Criston marching his way through the Crownlands and taking out Black allies. This makes the Blacks look bad, like they aren't doing anything to help or protect the houses that have declared for Rhaenyra. So they are discussing their plan of attack, how they should help House Staunton out, because that is where Criston is heading. From the preview trailer, we know Meleys is at Rook's Rest, so Rhaenys went to help. Now, did she do this on her own, or was this the collective plan from the Blacks Council? We'll find out this Sunday. The next set of stills are from the Greens' small council meeting. They are probably discussing Criston Cole marching through the Crownlands. We know that Aemond is present for the Battle of Rook's Rest. So I'm wondering why he decided to go now, because Criston was doing fine. He defeated 2 houses and added to his host's strength. And there really is no way Aemond would know that Rhaenys showed up with her dragon. There isn't a horse quick enough to get a message back to King's Landing before it was too late, and she burned everything. So I would assume this was part of Aemond and Criston's plan. Take out smaller houses in the Crownlands, force the Blacks' hand into sending help, only sending a dragon because one would be good enough since the Greens weren't using any. Then send Aemond on Vhagar, who will eat up any dragon the Blacks have, causing a great blow to the Blacks, losing a dragon and a dragon rider. I think this could be why Aegon's face looks like this. Like he is annoyed that Criston and Aemond didn't tell him about this plan. He is the king after all. In the next photo, we see Jacaerys and Rhaenyra speaking with one another. I think Rhaenyra here is telling Jacaerys about Aegon's prophecy, the Song of Ice and Fire. He is the heir after all, because I'm sure Jace is probably annoyed that they haven't done anything either. This is war, and Rhaenyra is explaining why she waited to send dragons and play this war out, because she is here to unite the realm. She doesn't want to plunge it into chaos. She needed to be certain that the Greens would not surrender before she laid her cards on the table. For most people, it was fairly obvious that the Greens were not going to surrender, but whatever. In the next shot, we have Daemon speaking with Simon Strong. I think Daemon is speaking to him about the Riverlords and what is the best way to get them on the black side. I'm sure he kind of asks about the visions as well, but just doesn't straight up say it, because he doesn't want to look loony to him. In the last photo, we see Alicent and Aegon speaking with one another. From the preview trailer, we know Alicent is bullying Aegon here, saying he will never be half the king Viserys was, his father. This kind of angers Aegon, and I think this is what drives Aegon to hop on his dragon Sunfire and head to Rook's Rest. Nobody seems to respect him, so he will earn the respect in battle, which in theory is a good plan, but battles are just so unpredictable. And that is it for the pictures. What did you think? Leave it down in the comments below, and if you want more House of the Dragon content, please subscribe and like the video. Check out the Twitter link in the description below, and as always, have an awesome day.